Hello and welcome. My name is Mark A, and welcome to Creative Coding. In this video, we're going to be looking at some advanced tags. And so this video should be relatively smaller than the other videos, but either way, let's get into it. Before I start, I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe to this channel. It would mean a lot to me. Anyways, let's get into it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do File, New File. I'm going to save it as an index file in my desktop. I'm going through this relatively quickly because we went through this last video. So if you haven't watched the last video, I'll put a link to it in the description. Make sure to check it out if you haven't checked out this, if you haven't watched it yet. I'm going to call this tags.html. I'm going to save it. I'm going to start off by writing doc. And in doc, I'm going to change this to tags. And now to test it out, if it works, we can go into our trusty Google Chrome, and I'm going to say tags.html open. And as you can see, it changed the title to tags because we changed the title to tags. So we know it's working. So first thing we're going to do is the h1 tag, and we're going to say hello world. And I'm going to actually do this twice. You'll see why. I'm going to do this twice. And I'm going to save it and put it in here. And I want you to look very closely at the spacing between the first hello world and the second hello world. Now we're going to start looking at our tag. So our first tag that you're going to be learning about is called the BR tag. And the BR tag is a line break. And essentially what this is the line break is, we'll just put it in. And I'm going to put another H1 in called hello world. And in hello world, I'm going to save it, and now you're going to look at it, and if you see it, and if you reload, there's a bigger space. And now, essentially, if you don't already know what the BR tag is, you can probably guess, but if you don't understand still, the BR tag is basically a line break. So what it does is it tells HTML that, hey, I don't want to put my text, or I don't want to put this thing here on the line directly below, so I'm going to put it on the line underneath this. So it breaks that line out, and it makes you put whatever you're going to put on the line below. Now, this might not make sense to you, so what we're going to do is we're going to write another h1 tag. There's a lot of h1 tags in this video. But anyway, so in this video, in this h1 tag, I'm going to write hello world, hello world, hello world, and say now we have 6 words here. Say we only want 6 words, and in HTML the code doesn't know how many words we want. It'll just keep on filling it until it fills from here to here. Okay, so say we only want 6 words, so that should go up to like here. But if we don't specify with a BR tag, it will not do this. So you can see now, if we add the BR tag, it'll automatically break the rest of the line, and it'll put whenever we're going to put next on the line below. So now we can write, this is creative coding. This is creative coding. With an exclamation mark, just to sound a little bit happier. And I'm going to save it, and I'm going to reload. And as you can see, it broke the line, and it wrote the rest of the text on the next line. And just to prove this to you that this works, if we take out this BR tag, we save it, I can guarantee you that there's no longer going to be a break in this text. This whole statement is going to be on one line or either 2 lines because of like overflow. So I'm going to reload it, and as you can see, it looks like this. So next thing we're going to learn about, and that is essentially the BR tag. And our next and final tag is the HR tag. And the HR tag is very similar to the BR tag in the fact that it kind of gives a line break, but what it more importantly does is it draws a line. And what I mean by this is, I'm actually just going to show you. So I'm going to save it. And as you can see now, there's a whole line here. All this, what I'm clicking on, is a line. And so this is very important because it allows you to organize your whole website, and what you can write on. So a real world example of this is, say we have like an H1 saying my website, right? I save it, look at my code, there's that, but then I write some filler text, and then I want to be organized, so I want to organize my website into sections. So what I'm going to do is write an H1, not an H1, an HR, and that basically can divide, and it doesn't really divide it. It doesn't tell HTML that it divides it, but it can visually show that it divides it into sections because of the line. So if we write now about me, we can write about me there, and if I say save, we get this line break. So that is essentially the HR tag. And so one more thing before I go is that the HR tag and the BR tag have something similar, which they don't have in the H1 tag. In an H1 tag, it ends with a /H1, but in the HR tag and the BR tag, as you can see, it doesn't. This is like a convention. This is something that is just there. I'm not sure why. I'll try and research it, and I'll try and get back to you guys with that answer. But yeah, basically that's it, kind of. So those are the HR tags and BR tags. So now that you know the main tags, try and fiddle with it a lot. Try and play with them. Make like a cool website. Try and make like a website about, I don't know, like dolphins, turtles, something that you like, I guess. And you can organize it into sections if you want using the HR tag. And in the future videos, I'm going to be making a video on how to style all this, and that's going to be on CSS. But this is like the bare bones basics of HTML. So give yourself a pat on the back because you now technically know HTML. So congratulations, you are a coder. So that is essentially the whole video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this content and want to see more. And thanks for watching.